Well, most people live a fast-paced life with work, commuting, and just a lot of outside noise, right? All of that can create stress and anxiety, which is why learning how to meditate can actually be beneficial for your health. And joining me now live is mindfulness educator and founder of Creating from Space, Mayank Saxena. Thank you so much for joining
Tony,
us.
thank you so much for having me.
And this is going to be really good for me because I have a lot going on in life.
Yes.
And so I'm so eager to learn how to, some practical ways to meditate and to kind of level ourselves out. But let's start with creating from space. Like, tell us about yourself and how you came up. There's a personal reason behind it, right?
There's a big personal reason behind it. So I moved here from New York City to become an actor like many people, and had a lot of wonderful success working on like TV shows we've all heard of, like Law and Order, SVU, NCIS, LA, 911, Veep Insecure, How to Get Away with Murder. So I was very career driven. And I booked a lot of amazing roles opposite award-winning actors and was on this upward trend. And while I was riding that wave, tragedy struck. My big sister in New York City was diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. It's the same neurodegenerative disease that Stephen Hawking had, the physicist. And I became, from working on Hollywood on sets, to becoming a caregiver.
Dang.
And I had to do that for years upon years during COVID, where there was nursing shortages, if you remember.
Yeah.
Very well. And so I had 2 to 3 hours of unbroken sleep for months on end, for years on end, on top of having to train we estimate around 600 to 800 nurses and aides over half a decade, which led to me developing PTSD, anxiety, spiraling, racing thoughts. And I was going to therapy for my PTSD. And it was amazing modalities, but I was just noticing that the residual effects tended to wane as days went on. And I was just anxious about my next session. And having meditated for 20 years, it was great, but I didn't want peace just on my meditation mat. What about the in-between moments? And so I needed to create literally from space, between moments. That's how the journey got started.
Wow. And then since then, you have started to share that with other people, right?
That's right.
And change lives literally with this. Let's go through some of these examples. Can you kind of go through a couple of some of the top ones to help us kind of practice that?
Well, I mean, for anyone who is career driven, which is basically a lot of us. I say we all have careers, and we're driven to go do them, and to the best of our capacity and abilities. And we also have families. We have a lot of things on the back burner, on the front burner as well. We have a lot of things that our forefront of our mind is trying to manage simultaneously, and it has no opportunity to vent itself. And we say, oh, we'll be fine, and we talk about it loosely or casually with some close confidants, but a wonderful tool is a stream of consciousness exercise. And it's basically, you set a 5-minute timer on your phone. We
don't have 5 minutes.
We don't have 5 minutes.
We're going to fast forward through that.
A half hour, and then you just start free writing. And you start typing as fast as you can, any thought that comes up, no editing, no censoring, and the biggest part of all, absolutely no sharing. And at the end of the 5 minutes, you are to permanently delete that file.
Whoa, I like that. I like that.
So you give yourself an opportunity to freely and openly express yourself in a manner that your mind would never have had before, because we're always censoring.
100%.
So that's a wonderful, powerful, and the most underrated tool, the stream of consciousness exercise. I did it right before coming here today.
Wow. What's another one?
Another wonderful one is called a Refocus breath exercise. So basically, it's a modality that I will go more into in my workshops because we don't have half an hour. And basically, what it has to do, the mechanics of it, is you're basically focusing on your breath, just casually watching your breath. And as you're focusing on the sensation of air entering your nose and exiting your mouth, naturally, thoughts are going to arise. What do you do with all these thoughts, these intrusive thoughts that they get labeled? Do we swat them away? And I say no. You turn towards them and you say, I was expecting you. Thank you for reminding me with love and appreciation to refocus my attention on the sensation of air entering my nose and exiting the mouth. So all thoughts, even the intrusive ones, become your teacher.
Wow.
And not intrusive at all. So it starts including and integrating all of them.
I like that. Okay, we only have like 15 seconds left.
Sure.
What's one last one that you can kind of tease?
The one where you could do absolutely right now, when you're in a room full of a lot of people and you are feeling the stress, you can do a refocus exercise where you 5 Sense Refocus. you pick one of your 5 senses and you refocus on something. Like I'm noticing that amazing emblem of the number 7 logo
Okay.
right there. I'm smelling the residuals of coffee that I drank. I'm tasting it also in my mouth. I'm hearing the humming of the fan in the background. I'm feeling the texture of this couch here, and it gets you out of your mind and into the present moment.
I love it. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I could sit here all morning with you and talk about this, and I want to put it into practice, seriously, because I'm dealing with a lot. Mayank Saxena, thank you so much for joining us. Last thing, tell them where they can learn more about your upcoming workshops.
So you can go to creatingfromspace.com. I am having a free workshop at Rock Coffee that is going to be on Saturday, May 2nd at 1 p.m. And then we have another one in June, and the details are on creatingfromspace.com. You should RSVP, and it is free 99.
Free 99?
So you just buy that, some special treat from coffee shop,
Exactly.
support local business, support your mental health.
I love it.
Who doesn't want that?
Thank you so much.
Hey,
Thanks for
thank you
coming
so
in.
much for having me.
And we're going to go to Carly Gomez with our forecast. Carly, I mean, I'm starting to get into this, really.
Yeah.
I mean, because I've heard it can really make a difference.
It really can, truly. And breathing techniques help the best, especially on days where it's cool and calm.